Hey everyone, this is some nerdy guy back again with another video, and today's video is yet another Lunar Games video. We got all this stuff. We got padded envelopes. We got about, I think, 4 of them there. We got this box here. We got that box there. And we got this box here. So, without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. You know, going from smallest to largest. And it's another one of those things where I've been sitting on these for a couple of these for so long that I know what I got. I just can't remember which one's in which package. So we're just going to rip right into it. This one I do know because this is the one that came in most recently. And I am super excited for this one. And that is Sea Smash for the PS5. Or VR Smash, whatever. Sea Smash VR. So I was initially not going to buy this game until I noticed that it says VR compatible, but does not require VR. It just has a VR mode, so you can still just play this like you normally would. This game was on the Dreamcast, actually, and I'm unsure if this is the original version of the game or if this is a brand new game. I don't remember, but the original game was really cool. That was on the Dreamcast. My buddy Sean has it, and he let me play it before. And I also paid, I paid a little extra to get the cool slipcover. So there's that. We got the next one here. I believe this is just a single switch game. It is In Stars and Time. This was an interesting looking RPG. I really liked the art style of it. It kind of has that 1930s, 1940s animation style to it, even though it still has like pixelated, some parts are like pixelated and stuff, but like the character designs and things like that are like, especially like with the face shape and the eye shape and stuff like that, definitely harkens back to that animation style from back in the day. So I thought that was really neat, and I wanted to get this, so hopefully that'll be a good one. And then we got the next one. There's 2 games in here. Oh, yeah. So both of these games I had debated on getting the collector's editions for. And for this one in particular, I kind of wish I would have, but because I got the collector's editions for everything else in this series that Limited Run has done, but not this game. I don't know what it was. I just didn't really feel like getting it. Some of the, I know I mentioned before, some of the collector's editions now don't seem to have as much that's worth it. Some of them do. Some of them are still really cool and they come with cool items, but some of them are kind of lackluster. And I think for the price that this one was, I wasn't really wanting to get it. I think it was like 100. If it was 80, I might have done it. But that is for Metal Slug Tactics. And I'm super excited this game even came out because I remember it was announced years ago and just kept getting delayed over and over and over again. So it's really cool that we finally have it out. But yeah, I have all the other collector's editions for Metal Slug. I got Metal Slug 3, that was on PS4. Metal Slug XX or whatever, I think also on PS4. The Metal Slug Anthology. Yeah, so all the Metal Slug stuff I've gotten the collector's editions for, but not... Oh, I dropped it. Oops. But not that one. And then this other one, it's the same deal. There was a cool, I think it came with a globe, a snow globe, which probably gives away what it is. I was like, I really don't need a snow globe that bad. But that is for Snow Bros Wonderland. The fact that we got a brand new Snow Bros game and it's like a 3D platforming game, that's really cool. I was really excited that they did something like that because honestly, it's one of those franchises. I use that loosely because I think there's only 2 games, the Game Boy game and the NES game, but they're such fan favorites that it's cool to see them come back. I'm not the biggest fan of the new designs. They're okay. I kind of wish they would have just stuck with the older ones. But obviously, whenever you make new games, you got to kind of update things, modernize things, whatever. So really cool to have this game. And I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. Can't wait to play that one. And then last but not least, as far as envelopes, we have this one. And I'm pretty sure I know what this one is because I don't think I opened it yet. Yes. Okay. So during the first time that Limited Run did their the Vault or whatever they call it, they released a bunch of past releases, and then they also had some like convention exclusive covers up for grabs. But the first thing I got was this game called Infliction Extended Cut. It was a horror game that I didn't realize had come out. I don't know how I missed it because I keep up pretty frequently with Limited Run, so it must have just been one of those ones I didn't think was worth it at the time or something. But I'm trying to, get ahead of the curve on getting my horror games now. The ones that I want, the ones that I'm interested in, and this one looked pretty interesting to me, so I ended up getting that, and it was only available on PS5. Normally, if I can get it on the Switch, I'll get it on the Switch, but it was only on PS5. And then this one, I'm gonna have so many copies of this. I think I have 4 copies because one has not arrived yet. So, but Tomba, the special edition, but this one is the convention exclusive variant. I think this was at their New York pop-up shop, I believe, is what this cover was for. But I just love that it's like claymation. It looks so good. Anything claymation I'm a sucker for. Movies and cartoons that are animated that way are always awesome to me. I've always grown up liking those kind of movies, and like the old Christmas specials and things like that. It always fascinated me. Ray Harryhausen, for those of you that are into movies and things like that, he's like the pioneer of stop motion animation. So anything that has that kind of vibe to it, I'm all about it. And of course, like Wallace and Gromit, like Ray Harryhausen, he did like a lot of the like Jason and the Argonauts, Clash of the Titans, like monster, almost like King Kong type monsters, even though King Kong was kind of before his time. Anyways, I don't want to ramble, but yeah, that kind of stuff. I just really like all of that. And now we got this little guy here. And this one, I'm more than positive I do already know what this one is. And I am excited because it is a Super Nintendo game, and one that we have never gotten before in the US, at least as far as I know. Maybe we did, but it was under a different name or something. But I swear we didn't get this game. I think it's also on PC Engine, and then they just announced, they just released, I think the pre-order is already done for it, a Switch version that's a collection of maybe not all the games, but at least a handful of the games. But that is for Shockman Zero, the Shockman series. It is a 2D platforming series that was on Super Famicom as well as PC Engine, and I think Game Boy had some games for it, and I think maybe the Mega Drive. I can't exactly remember, but I don't believe we ever got this series in the US. And if we did, we might have got one game and they called it something different, and it just kind of fell into obscurity. But I might be remembering that wrong. But to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure we never got this game, and that's what really intrigued me about getting it. Because I was on a bit of a Super Nintendo kick, and then they announced this, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that one. And it's on a cool red translucent cartridge, which I think is really neat. So I'm extremely happy to have that. Very cool stuff. Now on to this smaller box, and then we got a big Kahuna box that I am super excited for. This guy right here. Now I can't exactly remember what's in this. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I remember. I thought there was more than one thing in here. Well, I just flashed the camera with it, so you already know. It's Valkyria Chronicles Remastered for the Switch. I remember when this game came out on the PS3, I think there's like 4 or 5 games in the Valkyria series, but for the Switch, they have the first game, and they got the 4th game. I don't know about 2 and 3. I don't know where they're at. So hopefully they do that, because I know 4 was the most recent one, obviously, and it was not a launch title for the Switch, but I remember it came out pretty early in the Switch's life. So the fact that they did the first game is cool, but where 3 or 4 at? I want the whole series on the Switch, would be pretty sweet. I remember the big box collector's edition for this was pretty neat as well. But again, it's one of those things that all the stuff that came with it was cool. I just didn't really feel the need to have it. But this was good enough for me. Comes with like the steelbook and all the other cool stuff that Sorry, I thought it was going to say all the items that are in here, because I know there's a steelbook. I think there's a map, of course, a soundtrack, and probably a poster. But it also is made to look like a book. You can kind of see there, it looks like pages of a book there. So, pretty cool stuff. I'm happy with it. So, I'll be replaying that, because I have played it on the PS3 before. And last but not least, we got the big guy right here. And at first I didn't know what the heck this was. It just showed up at my house. There was no tracking for it. Usually I get emails when my limited run stuff ships. And I have the Shop app, which Shop kind of keeps track of everything that's being shipped to you, whether it be from Amazon, eBay, limited run. When I get from them, it'll notify me when something has shipped. And for some reason, this one was not notified. I didn't get any sort of notification. But I ended up figuring it out what it was, because I went on my limited run account on their website to see like my orders and things, and it said that this one had shipped, or holy crap, this is so cool. But this is the Persona 4 Golden Midnight TV, I think is the specific name for it. That collector's edition, the big ass box collector's edition. So cool. And I already got the Persona 3 one. And now I have Persona 4, and this, man, these ones are worth it to me. These come with some really, really cool stuff. Let me see if I can open this up real quick, because I think these ones just have magnets. Oh no, this one's got like a drop like lid. Couldn't think of the freaking word. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so cool. You got the shadow box in there. Sorry, I don't want to dump everything on accident, but you can see some of the accessories up here. The pin, and the little Teddy statue there. And then there's the collector's edition of the game. So cool. I'm really, really hoping that they do a remaster, remake, something of the first two Persona games. I know we got the Raidou game coming out for Switch, which I think is really cool. I'm happy that that's a thing. But hopefully that just kind of continues, and they just, do a new SMT or a new Persona, and then just throw in some remakes or remasters. They don't have to fully remake them. Well, the first game could probably use a bit of an update, because I know a lot of people don't like that type of gameplay. It's definitely different from all the other Persona games. It's pretty dated. So that would be kind of cool if they were to go that route and do the first two games. So you can have all your Persona games with cool collector editions like this, because I'm sure Limited Run would probably do that, because they are doing the Raidou. I'm probably mispronouncing it. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Raidou, the Devil Summoner game. They're doing the collector's edition for it and the physical copy of it. So that'll be really cool. I'm excited for when they announce that. I will definitely be getting my hands on that. And hopefully they'll still have that Jack Frost plushie that they had with the original version of the game, because the original version also had like a collector's edition. I don't think he's called Jack Frost though. He's called a different character, but he is Jack Frost, but he has Raidou's like coat and hat on. But it's really cool, and I hope they kind of do an homage to that, because I think that'd be really neat. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's another Limited Run unboxing. Just do a little recap here. We got the Tombas, Infliction for PS5, Snow Bros on the Switch, Metal Slug Tactics, In Stars and Time, and then C Smash VRS for the PS5, as well as the giant Persona 4 Golden Collector's Edition, Midnight TV Edition, I think is what it's called. Collector's Edition. So cool. I'm happy to have cool stuff. Oh, and Valkyria Chronicles. I almost missed one. Valkyria, holding it upside down. Valkyria Chronicles. And hopefully we get the other two games for this series. Would be really awesome. So yeah, hopefully everybody else is getting their limited run stuff too. For those of you that collect, I know there's some people in my comments that also collect this stuff and look forward to it. Oh, and I also forgot this one too. Shockman. Jeez, I'm just scatterbrain today. Just dropping stuff, forgetting stuff. But yeah, this guy too. So yeah, hopefully everybody else is getting their limited run stuff. I'm just having fun collecting it, and hopefully everyone else is too. But if you like these kind of videos and you want to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, I'll be uploading more of these. That's basically all I've been doing. I don't know why I haven't done anything else, but I have other ideas. Just have to flesh them out and all that. So, yeah. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until the next one, see ya.